Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we are going to play Planet Nomads, a game by Craneballs. It is a sci-fi sandbox in which we are going to do pretty much everything which is generally available in sandbox. We are going to gather resources, we are going to build our own base, and we'll be bound to explore further to find more resources and be able to do more things. So it is a game which is going to happen on a pretty alien planet, which is really pretty, how you can already begin to discover. There is also an emphasis on vehicles, which are going to be very important in the game. And before we go any further, I need to warn you, this is a game which is on early access, and as such it is a game which is not finished, and everything we are going to see today is subject to change. So I'm going to load my game and we'll just take a look. Alright, so here we are. When you begin a game of Planet Nomad, you do not begin like that on the ground. You begin in a survival pod which is going to crash from space here, and which make an enormous crater here, and you will get a bunch of things to keep you alive for a bit, but you will need to gather resource. It is now a survival mode which is available in Planet Nomad. Before that, on my previous video, we were just taking a look at the creative mode, and now we've got a full-fledged mod to play with. So when you land on this planet, you've got your suit, you've got a jetpack which you can use to get you higher if you want to. There is also, if you just pay attention to the left of the screen, at the bottom left, there's a little bar here which is my jetpack energy, which is also going to power your multi-tool, which is going to enable you to harvest stuff. For now I've got ammunition which I use. You can use your I'm going to burn these. You can use your multi-tool with these ammunition, which are going to make things a lot faster. You're going to be able to gather stuff in a pretty efficient way. When you are going to run out of ammo, the gun is not going to load automatically. I'm going to empty it so I can show you a bit better how it begins. Right, just a few more. Okay, so now it is empty. And when it is empty, you use your suit energy on the left. You can see it. It was not happening when I was using the ammunition, but so you can always gather stuff. It is just going to be a little bit more difficult, as you can see, if you don't have ammunition. So you'll never run out of possible ways to gather stuff. I'm going to finish that just for the sake of it. And this multi-tool is going to be enabling you to do plenty of things. You can harvest any kind of materials with it. You can also use it to dig. If I want to make a little hole here, I can do it with that. And if I use left click, I'm going to use it to gather stuff, and if I use right click, I'm going to use it to destroy stuff. It's going to burn a lot less energy, it's going to be much more efficient, but I will not recover anything from it. So quite useful if you want to dig quickly, but you will waste a component or much, depending. So you're going to be able to harvest plenty of things on this planet, and these are going to enable you to craft a bunch of things, but you cannot craft things just like that. You need to craft your own workbench to be able to do that. It is very similar to what we are used to if we are playing. Do we have? Oh, I thought for a second it was a beast, but it is just a rock. So I'm going now to get in my little base, because it was a crater before, but now it is, you know, it's kind of my little basic base where I'm going to build something bigger. I want to make some kind of tower which is going to emerge from the ground, but for now it is just going to be that. And let's just get in there. I'm going to show you a bit how the crafting works. So the first thing which is very important is probably how you build stuff. So it's working a bit like in Space Engineer. You are going to put a frame, and when this frame is going to be on, you will need to bring materials to be able to finish that. So I'm actually building a wall here, and to be able to make this wall happen, I need to go to my let's say, so this little box here is the first workbench you can make. It is also going to be the only one which does not require energy to be working. So let's just get in there. And on the left you've got in your inventory, on the right you've got the thing you can build, and I need to build a bit of plating if I want to finish this wall. So I'm going to acquire a bit of iron and a bit of carbon, and you can use these little arrows if you want to make, let's say, the maximum you can do, just go with that, and so on. It's quite simple. I'm going to go with 5 to begin with. It's going to cost me 25 seconds if I can say so. And there is also a queue which is going to work very well. Let's say I want to make a bunch of, what am I doing here? I cannot do this yet. We're going to ask for one of these, and we'll ask for ammunition when it's going to be done, so I can harvest the stuff a bit faster. So as you are going to craft this, it's going to be in the printer inventory. So if you don't have any space, because you might see already that this inventory is pretty small, I just need to get a better suit to be able, or better jetpack bag kind of, to be able to store more. There is a lot more stuff with slots which are going to be available to us. Let's just get these, and while it's being crafted, I'm going to just show you how these things are finished. So I've got 7 available, and I'm going to require 2 plating MK1 to finish that. And if you just pay attention to the top left, we see there's the else point of the foundation here. I'm not sure I should use base foundation to make walls, but who cares. And I'm going to fill it completely. It's going to also use my energy when I'm doing that. So if I'm running out, I will just need to wait for this to load, and I will be able to finish. Okay, I'm going to just show you the pod I was picking, but because I've still got it, I will probably need to destroy it at some point. It's a bit dark here. Oh, my mistake, I need to dig a bit more. I was doing one of these all here, because there is something which is also very interesting here. I'm going to lit the torch, and what is very cool when you use the torch, and let's say if you want to dig underground, and you're going to use your multi-tool here, and you're going to burn all the energy. Come on, let's do it again. The torch is going to shut down, which is very, very cool. I like it. It's just one of the little detail which is pretty amazing. And another detail which is very, very nice is if we just keep descending here. I'm just going to dig a bit more. So there is my pod here, which is in a bad shape. I've been digging around a bit. It has been just moving a bit. So when I get in there, I can feel the rest here. I can make the time go faster. I can go with 12 hours, and I'm not going to do that, but I can do it. It's going to allow you to replenish your health a bit. And what is very cool also is that there is a bit of water which is close by, and I've been digging a bit, and at some point I just reached the water level, which is never happening in this kind of game. It's really, really cool. So I don't really need to go to the pool of water which is out there. If I want to get my water, I can just dig, and I will be able to gather a bit of this dirty water, which I will need to clean, of course, but still, it is very cool to be able to do your own well without doing some strange thing. It is just natural here. Let's get out of here. It's a bit too dark. I'm going to try to use I've got a place to sleep in, so we'll get a day which is going to be a bit clearer than now, because we are lacking a bit of light here. It's just too dark. Let's just use my little pod here, and it is very cool that you've got a window. You can just see what's happening. I will need to let a window around here if I want to be able to see at what time of the day I am. It's going to be night a bit. We've got the planets which are going to run around. It's really, really cool. And I will need to see on the top left there is a little clock which was showing to tell you that it was going a bit faster, and you can interrupt that whenever you want. Just need to be careful, because when you are sleeping in these pods, you are going to exhaust your food and water a lot faster. Anyway, it is now daytime, and oh, I forgot something. I was about to make ammunition. Alright, so ammunition, here we go. Okay, so I've got a bunch of interesting things here, but maybe what I should show would be the power supply things, because it's working very easily. You just make these big generator. For now, they're not working with any kind of fuel, but I believe at some point they will. As I was saying, it is early access, so there are things which are going to change, and this thing can actually go into some kind of construction view like this, and you will be able to change a bit how they're going to be linked to things. So let's just unlink some of this. I can do it a bit better. So this one here is linked to two things, to these two. Okay, we're going to just unlink this one. So when you are in the build view, the view here, and you press C on some object, you can change plenty of things. So this one is going to enable you to do a few things. So you can just shut it off if you want to just shut everything down around. You can connect it to other things. You can disconnect everything, and you can rename the generator if you want to be able to look at maybe a bit faster. So we're going to, oh, my mistake, I was a bit too far. You are going to disconnect everything, so it's not going to power the two workbench here. I'm going to check, but oh, not this one. This one does not require energy. This one here, you see, it's not powered. I cannot use it. And same for this one here, which is going to be used very soon. I've got plenty of upgrade to make here, and we'll try to make a few before we go and try to explore the world a bit. Okay, so let's just go back to this generator, and we're going to press C, and we'll be able to use this connect electricity things. It's very, very simple. Now you just need to click on thing, and it's going to power things. And as you can see, it is lit. It's very easy to spot generally if these things are actually working. There is always a little bit of lighting which is up there. So let's just go back to regular mode, and if you want to, let's say you don't have enough energy, you can very well just go on these things. You can actually access anything with the build view and C, and just turn it off, or you can just disconnect it, or you can rename it. It's very, very easy, and it's working very well. So I spoke about building things a bit, but I did not show you what we were able to build. So we're going to go into the build view. I'm going to go within the inventory, and at first the game, when you begin the survival mode, is going to just give you a few things, and the more you advance, if you build this thing, you are going to unlock more. So let's just take a look. So if I want to build, let's say I need to build that jack tools if I want to begin to build a vehicle. And if you just pay attention to this thing here, the cockpit here, if I want to unlock the cockpit so we can build a vehicle, I need to actually unlock, I need to build a jack tool here. So it is written everywhere. You can just, if you want to focus on something to unlock it quicker, you just need to follow the tracks, and you will be able to do it quite quickly. So we're going to make this jack tool here. I'm going to drop it into my shortcut bar, and let's go. So where do I want to build it? Because I'm not sure I've got enough space here. I could do it here, and I would just make a road to escape here. I'm going to do that this way. So I want to make this jack tool, so I'm going to press, I cannot read with the white, 6 then. I'm going to drop it here. Alright, and now I just need to bring a few mechanical parts and 3 composite parts. So I can produce the composite already. Let's just take a look. No, I don't. I need a bit of a biomass component. And can I do the mechanical parts? Yes, I can. So this one is some kind of advanced printer. We've got a regular printer which should be just here. It is an emergency 3D printer here, and we've got the advanced version here, which is going to enable us to do a few more components. And so I can do plating MK1, MK2, and so on with other components as well. So we're going to go with these mechanical parts. We need to do a bunch of these. I think it was maybe 3. I'm not sure. Just go with that. Just go with 2 for now. Yes, it was 4 and 3 composites. So we'll need to harvest a few things to do so. I've got let's say an ore vein here, which is going to enable us to recover what we are lacking. I'm going to load my tool, so we're going to use this ammunition to be a bit more efficient, and we're going to mine this thing. I really like the way the ore look like. It's quite pretty. I'm going to give you a bit of light so you can just see how pretty it is. And when we're using these ammo, it's just going to be a lot faster. I'm currently gathering. Oh, wait a sec. I'm having a little bit of a lag because I believe the saving, and it should be coming back in a very... Okay, it's not lagging that much when I'm not recording, so it might be linked to the recording tool. Nonetheless, just keep going. We've got a bit of carbon and iron which is going into our bag, and I might be able to do whatever we want to do with these. Alright, let's go. Let's go back. So I was lacking 2 more of these, I think. Yes, 2 more. Alright. And I'm going to also do the composite part. I cannot. I need to wait for this thing to happen. I'm not going to gather the mechanical part, but because as I was saying, my inventory is still pretty small. But we're going to go and cut a tree. So I can show you how it's going to... Oh, this one is big. Okay, let's go with this one. It's going to roll a bit, but we might be fine. Okay, buddy. Here you go. So what I like is that the trees are actually falling. So I've been cutting this one, so it is going to slowly fall, and I could actually just try to gather a bit more when I'm waiting for it to fall. So it's not going to fall that far, but oh, I'm going to reload a bit. I will need to follow the tree if I want to actually finish my harvesting here. Okay, so now it's going into pieces, and we are going to be required to follow these to be able... Oh, crap. I'm a bit Okay, I will need to descend if I want to get it. I'm not going to do that right away. We've got probably enough biomass to be able to do what we want to do here. Oh, what about bumping? I've got a bit more here. Yes, good. Let's go back. Alright, so did I took 8? Maybe a little bit. I did not explain the Earth so much, so especially the left part, because we've got an inventory here, and we've got our little character, which has a suit, a jetpack, and his multi-tool, which will be all able to increase. We've got our health point, we've got our stamina, which is going to decrease if you don't sleep. You will need to sleep a bit from time to time if you want to have a good stamina. We've got our nutrition, our hydration, which I'm currently lacking to fix. I will need to take care of that. And then we've got temperature shield, so if you go in a place which is going to be very, very cold or very, very hot, you are going to suffer, you are going to have issues with that. Immunity, so you can actually get in trouble if you are getting too much radiation. And then body resilience, which I not sure exactly. I can treat that with bandage. So maybe if you are taking too much damage, you will need to treat yourself a bit more if you want to be as resilient as before. Anyway, let's just eat something. I'm starving here. So we are going to take, let's see, these are really not good. We've got different kind of things we can do. We can purify water, but to do that we'll need, oh, my mistake, this one. We need a bit of herbs. We'll be able to follow to find around. We've got a bit of dirty water already, which I think I'm going to store this. We've got also fruits we can dry meat, we can make nutrition capsules with fruits and herbs, and we can do the superfood thing, which is going to be a mix of fruits, meat and weed. So what do I want to go for? I don't want to go for anything. I've got already things which are ready. We're going to go for these capsules here. It might be sufficient enough, and I've got a bit of water as well, so we should be fine for now. I'm going to remove this light because it is useless. Okay, so to use this properly, I've got two ways to do that. I could go in my inventory and just right click, and this one is to use and this one is to drop. You are obligated to just actually check if you want to be sure. I believe this one is to destroy, so I'm not going to use it, but I just drink something. I'm going to also equip these on 2 and equip these on 1. Alright, so I can eat a bit more easily. And I was about to do the composite thing, so we need at least, I think, 3. So we're going to do these. I'm going to use the mechanical parts. I don't think I can actually build it. Oh, maybe I can. I think you need to get... Nah, you need to get half of the component first if you want to begin to build. So I need to wait for the plates to be done. It's considered half. I'm not sure it's half, but... Nah, need a bit more. I need these... to be built. I'm going to wait for the last one. It's going to be more efficient. Alright, and I think with the biomass I've been actually harvesting, I could maybe also grow a few things as well. So, I've got enough now. We've got the jack tool which is built, and I can now make the cockpit, so we'll be able to get a vehicle in no time. But before we do that, let's just take a look. Yes, I could plant some things. And I've got probably things which are maybe finished. Yes. So basically these greenhouse are working a bit like workbench. You just bring seeds, then you add a bit of biomass and a bit of dirty water, and you just ask for, let's say, fruitage, or maybe you can ask for, let's see, herbs here. You just need to bring seeds and all this thing. So basically I'm pretty sure it is useless to have 3 of these, but when I built these 3 greenhouse I didn't think it would be just workbench, so it will work that way. I've got 3, it's going to be the thing. Nonetheless, let's just ask for a little cockpit if we want to make this vehicle. I want to show you a bit around, and I'm pretty sure it will be a lot easier to do if I got the car running. So we'll need to bring this cockpit here. Can I? Okay, let's just try to do it. I'm probably going to be too far. I'm going to be too far. Wait a sec. I'm almost there. It is not always easy to build things. I'm going to show you a bit more about that, but... Oh, I'm lacking frame. Okay, so I'm lacking frame. Let's just do a bunch. Alright. Are we building anything else while we are doing that? I've got these ammunition, which are going to be quite handy. I might want to build a bit more. Come on, buddy. If we find something of value, we might be willing to harvest it a bit faster. Okay, so do I have a bunch of frames? I quite like the fact that the workbench are working even if you are not checking if it's working. If you are not opening the screen, it's working. You can just go back and everything is going to be built in due time. Just add one more. Alright. And then let's just build this cockpit here. So it was 6, I think. Yes, it was. Okay, so we've got a vehicle here. Let's just do that this way. And we'll need to electronic parts, composite parts, fabric. Okay. I think I've got a fabric which is probably in one of my box. I need to make 4 composite parts and 3 more electronic parts. Okay, it's going to take a bit of time. Let's just do it right away. So I need regular electronic parts. I'm not going to... Oh, I'm lacking silicon. Okay, so I'm going to... I'm lacking biomass as well. What do I have? Fabric. I can probably do fabric. Yes, I can. And can I do... No, I can do just one, but I think I might have some hidden in this little box here. Yes, I do have one. Okay, good. So I'm going to drop a few things. I'm not going to keep the component with me. I'm not going to keep these with me. It's going to be pointless as I'm going to go and gather stuff. Alright, good. Let's get out of here. I might want to also show you one of the creatures which is roaming through the area. Because I should see some around here and they were not really friendly. We've got some kind of deer-like creatures which are going to be around here. We're going to go that way because this is where I've been finding the most silicone. So you can basically harvest pretty much everything you see. You can just go for the plants. It's going to give me a bit of biomass. I can cut these trees. We've got rocks everywhere. And oh, this thing are what we are looking for. I can see there is some kind of deer here, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to get too close because I don't really have so much weapons here to take care of these. I could shoot them with my multi-tool, but it's probably going to work in a pretty imperfect way. I could also gather these. It seems to be some kind of iron here. Oh, there is also a bit of silicon. This is what we are looking for. Oh yes, we are being attacked. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're going to try to shoot it. Oh, it's living, isn't it? No, it's not. Are you not dying? Oh, yes you are. I was just a bit too far. Is it bugged? It might be. As I was saying, it is, after all, early access, so it is a bit dead. We're going to loot the beast. We get a bit of biomass, we've got a bit of meat, and I cannot really... Nah. I can bury it, maybe. It is not perfect, but at least it won't be sticking around too much. Okay, so do I have any 9 silicone? I might be able to do a bunch of electronic parts, but I think I might need more than that. Oh, it's getting a bit dark, isn't it? Let's get these. These are really useful. Generally we've got plenty of things. I'm going to just use a bit of these ammunition so we can go more efficiently with that. So you can see I'm getting so many of these things. It is really something to focus on if you are. I've got plenty of silicone, I've got things. I'm not getting much more. Let's finish this thing so we are not going to go back empty-handed, and we'll be able to make everything we want. I should most definitely go and get a better suit. Sometimes the rain is a bit poisonous or acid, so you need to be careful. It is a good thing to have a place to rest, and it is not possible to get lost, because if you take a look at the top of the screen, we've got a little A which is telling us where it is, but we can actually just let's take a look. I think it was that way, but I'm not sure. I'm going to... Yes, there is... You can use this little navigation thing to activate spots you will be seeing on this little arrow, you can change the letter, you can do a few things here. And there was a little navigation beacon on the pod at the beginning as well. Okay, so we are lacking plenty of things, so let's just do these. I might have a bit of glass already done, and we still need 3 electronic parts and 4 composites. Let's just begin with that. So let's go with 3 electronic parts, then we'll go with 3 composites if we can. Alright. And I think I should have the plating already, and I need just 1 fabric. Oh, it's down there already. So let's just pick up every little bit of thing we've got, but we are lacking space. So maybe we should begin. It would be nice if we were able to actually share resource when we're in the base. If there was some kind of area where you can just access everything which is in your container. So what were I looking for? I wonder. Anyway, let's just take a look. So what do we need? We might want to go for a better suit battery. There's plenty of things we can go for. There is a better multi-tool here, which would be also very handy. And we've got even better ones here. Better suits, which are going to give you boosts in your different stats, so you are not going to require to eat as often or to drink as often. These suits are going to be very handy to allow that you will be able to be autonomous longer. You've got a suit with more energy, which might be, not a suit, a jetpack with more energy, which might be very interesting as well. But, oh, I know what I was searching for. I need space, I need to bring this thing. So we are going to just switching. I don't really need the seats. I like the fact that we are able to access, I've got 2 containers here, and I can access both at the same time. It is very, very cool. I'll just drop these, we're going to drop this as well. Okay, we're going to drop the herbs, we're going to drop, not the water. Maybe a bunch of carbon things. Can I? Yes. No. Yes, why not? So let's just get the plates, the glass, the fabric, and the electronic parts. Here we go. I should have everything. Oh, it's a bit dark. Can I lead this? Wait a second, am I too far? Oh, maybe it is not connected. I might want to check that. No, it's not connected. Let's just... I think I disconnected it just a bit earlier. We're lacking light. Let's just make it work. Okay, much better. Not so much better, but it is doing a fair amount of light. If I had some roof, I would be able to put lighting on the roof as well and just get the place a lot lighter. So am I still lacking things? Yes, I am. I'll just go to the printer. We've got things which are waiting here. Alright. Oh, I'm lacking still 1 composite part. I thought I had more. Good. And when we'll be done, we'll need to probably add a few more parts which are going to be unlocked with the cockpit, so we'll be almost there. Alright, it should be done now. Yes, it is. Okay, so now can we finish that? Yes, we can. Okay, done. So now we've got this one. We just need to add a few things. I might want to check with we've got with F1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we've got plenty of little apps here to tell us what we need to do to survive and begin the game. So I might want to go with the vehicles. So now I just need to add a bunch of suspension and an engine. We should be fine. So we're going to do something very simple, but I believe at some point we might want to go for something a bit more complicated with maybe a trunk or something to drop things. So let's just take a look. We do have suspension here. Let's just change a few things. We need wheels as well. And where is the engine? Compact battery, it might be what we are looking for. And full armor block. Okay, let's just go for the full armor block. Oh, I'm lacking something. I'm tired. So maybe I should just get a little bit of rest. I've got also sleeping bags with me, so if I'm in trouble I can... Am I not able to get up? Okay then. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so as I was saying, I need to rest a bit. I've got a beautiful sky, but it is time to get a bit more light if we want to be a bit more at ease. I need to eat something as well, because I'm starving. Come on, light. Show yourself. And okay, let's just sleep a bit more. This is too early. Okay, go. Beautiful blue. And I was about to create. We need these armor blocks to be built. So let's go with 8. No, I don't want to. Okay, good. So we need to add 2 of these, except I don't have the frames, but I should have a few in my little containers. Yes, I do. Okay, so frames and armor blocks. Okay, 2 of these. Then we need to add the little engine. Come on, engine? 9? Oh, I didn't see it was. So you can rotate things. If you press X, you can actually change the direction of rotation. If you press again, you can change again. And again, you can change again. So you can do plenty. I'm going to put one of these like that. Might want to just rotate it a bit more like this. And I'm lacking frame, which is a shame. But it's going to retain the direction which I was using that, so it's all good. So I was lacking frame. I still got a bit of iron as I do. So let's just ask for something like 10 frames. I don't need as much to fully do it, but it's always necessary to have a bunch of frames. I'm not building so many because I'm just lacking the resource, but we'll need these anyway. Okay, so let's just go with 9. It should have kept, yes. Do I want to go with 2 batteries? Maybe it is necessary. How much do I need? It's a bit expensive though. Might want to stick to 1 for now. And I might want also to get a few more blocks so I can separate the wools a bit better. Alright, so 8 for the blocks. Let's go for a few more blocks. Okay, should be... is it big enough? Maybe 2 more would be necessary. Okay, all good. So we need to now add a suspension. Alright, we're going to rotate these just a bit. Okay, that way. Alright. Am I lacking frames? Yes, I do. I always lack frames. But I've got a few more available. I might want to make a few more, just to be sure. It's going to take a bit of time to gather every little bit, but when the planet is going to be in motion, it will be easier. Okay, just 1 more. Alright, so I've got all the things necessary to make this thing work. So we need to do plenty of mechanical parts, composite parts. We're going to lack plenty of resource here. Okay, let's see. So, mechanical parts. Just begin with 4. Composites, let's do the same. Probably not going to be enough, but what can I do? Is it MK1? Yes, it is MK1. Lucky me. So I need also 3 electronic parts to make the engine work. So I'm going to ask for these also, if I can. Come on, yes, 3, good. Alright. Do I want to maybe get a bit of iron? It's just cooking, so we don't run out. What is the most difficult thing to get by for now is the silicon, but I believe we'll find plenty more. I did not really go very far. I was waiting for the vehicle to be ready, and it is almost ready now. It took me a bit of time to prepare this little location, so I did not save the resource for the truck. It was a mistake. Okay, so I was going for this, but I just need 3 more parts. I'm going to wait because I want to make the engine first. Lacking... yes, electronics. So I need to wait for this composite to be done. And I think I might want to go for more mechanical parts, because I will not have enough. I've got 4, so I need 12 more. It is going to be complicated. How much do I do? Oh, I can do everything fine. And I will probably need more composite parts as well. Can I do 8 more? Let's see. 3. We'll need to cut a tree, I think. Okay, let's go and cut a tree. Maybe I should just cut something up there so it's going to roll in my base. It's probably a bad idea, but it might work. I just load the thing. And I just make this tree fall in my base. If I can. Alright. Here you go, buddy. Come on. It's not fair. You should have just fallen in the other direction. Okay. Oh, fair enough. I might want to wait for it to be not moving because... Okay, good. Can I cut it from the middle? I think everything is going to be cut down into logs if I do that. That's kind of... Alright, no more. Where are the remaining bits of the tree? Okay, we're going to cut this one so we can get a bit more. I'm just cutting these as they fall. Wait a second, not done. Alright. And no more batteries, so we are going to begin to be in trouble because I don't have batteries which are going to be good enough. And I will need to focus on that at some point. Can I push this towards the base? Oh, but it's going. It's going. I'll just get it. Down. Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I could finish it now. It's not worth waiting. Alright, so we should have a bunch of things which are going to be ready. Let's just pick up these, and we should be able to do, yes, engine. I don't know if it is going to be enough, just one. And I don't know it's going to load. I might want to make a few wheels if I'm willing to roll somewhere. Okay, do I have... I need basic frames to do these, just one. And then I will need to take a look. Okay, so now what I need is composite, fabric and mechanical parts. Okay, just a little bit of fabric, not too much. So we'll go for 4 of these. Okay, we are burning a bit of silicone. Okay, so I can begin to build these, but maybe I should just begin to build basic blocks. I'm going to crouch a bit so you can see a bit better. I've got a bit of plating, but not too much. Okay, I'm lacking plating now. Let's just ask for a bunch. Got plenty of things which are ready here. So, can I begin to make these wheels happen? Probably yes. Alright. I cannot do it, I don't have the composite necessary. We need to ask for more. Let's just go for that and pick up these. I cannot do these, so we are going to focus on these blocks meanwhile. Still lacking plating. I cannot build anything, I'm lacking stuff here. Because I've got a bit more plating here. So I can finish these blocks. Maybe. Did I finish it? Yes. It's very fast to do. I believe we'll find some sturdier block to do at some point. Okay, so we've got the basic structure. We'll need to get a few more composites. I need to finish suspension. It might be more important than the other things. Okay. Lacking composite. Need to do so many composites. I don't want to wait to forget anything, or it will be impossible to roll properly. Okay, I think I might want to go... No, I've got 4 more which are cooking, so I should be fine. Oh, can I get the extra one I'm lacking? Yes, I can. Okay, let's just finish the road. That's the road, the wheel. But we'll eat the road soon. So many composite lacking. I could use a second workbench to actually make more, but... Okay, so we've got all of these. We need to finish this little bit of suspension here. This one is also... oh, mechanical. We are lacking 4 mechanical parts. Let's just take care of that if I can. Okay, we are lacking iron. It's something I can very easily take care of. We're going to get... because I don't really have any batteries, but... maybe I should take care of that also. Because batteries are quite useful. If I was able to actually use my multi-tool whenever I want without lacking energy, it would be pretty a nice little thing to have. And I'm definitely starving. I should do something about this. I just drink as well a bit. Sometimes I just forget that I need to survive. Hopefully the game is going to remind me this when I'm going to be too low. Because I was about to do 4 of these. No, I'm not. I'm going to do 2 and I will just get the thing to make more. So, what are we lacking here? Punch and done. This one is not done. Oh, we've got more mechanical parts which are lacking at least 4. 4 more, so we need to... I'm doing only 2. I am lacking iron here. I would prefer not to make a hole into the ground here, because I did not think of any way to fill these holes. We can destroy stuff, but we cannot really create these things back. Unless we just put a little bit of foundation or also block like these to make it up. Okay, I'm not lacking else anymore, thanks to my little snack. I'm going to just eat one more. Okay, do we even have to make the remaining bits of mechanical parts? I think we need 6 more. Okay, all good. Maybe we can begin to build this. Or I could just do one of these wheels. It might be more efficient. Okay, good. And... oh, we are going to lack more composite. Yep, we are. Let's go for a slightly bit more. Okay. So what are we going for? We're going for this one. No, we are not. I could do the second one. No, I cannot. So I need to wait a bit. We still need more composite. Okay. I could try to cheat, but I don't have enough biomass, so it's not going to happen. I just need to wait a bit. Or go and get more biomass while I'm just waiting, which is going to be much more efficient, I believe. So, which tree is going to be our next target here? I don't think the thing you are going to harvest around are going to spawn back, so you will maybe need to travel further if you want to be if you want to get the resource you'll need at some point. Okay, we've got a little autosave, so it is lagging a bit. Sorry about this. It's going to be soon ended, hopefully. Yes, we should be back now. Okay, good. Alright, so the game is auto-saving to prevent people from just, you know, saving and loading if something is going wrong. If you die, I don't think I've been speaking about that earlier. Oh, I'm getting a bit of lag here. I think it might be related to the rain. So if you die, you're going to be able to respawn. So you'll have the regular... come on, buddy, stop rolling. I cannot really work on that. So you've got the regular respawn, which is going to enable you to respawn to your... oh, what's up? I've been clicking outside. Yes. So that was trying to say, there is a regular respawn which is going to enable us to respawn to the point we've been probably setting up, like the first pod or something like that. Or you've got also the... where are you going, buddy? Nah, I'm not going to get it. Is it floating? I would definitely like to know that, but I cannot see, it's too dark. Ah. Let's get that. And if you don't want to, there is also a way to spawn randomly in another pod, which might be useful if you are maybe stuck somewhere. And if you got a a regular beacon, you will be able to find your place back. Okay, so I was saying composite, we need more composite. So let's go for 7. It's probably a bit too much, but it will be alright. Okay, so I've got a few things to finish. Let's just begin with the most expensive. And then we'll go for the will, or we won't, maybe. Okay, so the will. And do we have everything done? So we've got expansion, we've got the engine. Maybe I should just add another one. Wait a sec. So if I'm right, we'll need to connect things. So we're going to go with this view. I'm going to just take a look here. So we need to... So how do I make this thing work? We need to connect electricity here to these wheels. Need to bring them into the right direction, which seems to be... Alright. And I think I might be able to change things also with the wheels. Decide which one is going to rotate. Okay, so to change the rotation. So no, you are steering a bit. Come, let's take a look. Alright, we are going to say it's working that way. And I think the wheels are not properly set up. We need to change the direction of these. Alright, and these. Okay, and a bit of steering at the front as well. Set regular speed. Alright, now we're just going to do that this way. And now I just need to do something. I just need to remove the jack tool, I think. Can I just get a bit closer? And I could get in. I cannot remove the thing like that now. I need to remove it with my tool here. We're going to recover a bit of component, which is not a bad thing. Alright, and now my vehicle should be working kind of fine. I'm not sure if it's going to be exactly the case, but okay, we are in. We've got, oh, beautiful command panel here, and I cannot move because, oh, I can move very, very slowly. I think we are maybe lacking energy. Is it possible? Okay, let's get out of here. I might have failed somewhere. So the wheels are in the right direction, possibly. I don't think we are too heavy, or we would be a bit lower. We've got steering. Oh, but we don't have steering in the right direction. Strange. It's working the same, I think. Okay, I think I'm going to assume that it is a lack of energy, because on the little panel here I've seen a few more battery pack on, of course. We've got the 4 wheels. We've been removing the jack. And alright. Need to power up the vehicle. I've been doing that already. And you know what, I'm just going to add something else. We're going to add a little bit of storage on this thing. So let's just take a look. I need to go with something which is going to be big enough. I think maybe the large container is going to be too big, but we're going to check. If it is not possible, I'm going to add where is it? The compact container. Is it the medium one? I think so. I'll just take a look with 5. No, it's a little one, and this is too big. Okay, so not going to fit. I think we should have one which is in between. So we've got a compact container which is small. I was pretty sure it was possible to get another one. I just don't see it. This one is handy. It is useful to actually maybe walk a bit more on your vehicle. Okay, we're going to go with a regular compact container. It's going to be sufficient enough, I believe. Alright, so where to? 5? 5. Okay, let's just get a bit higher. Come on, buddy. You can do it. And we're going to put it at the back. Like this. Just need to bring whatever we need to finish it. So we need 2 plating. And I'm not able to do it because I don't have the right amount of iron, which I'm going to remedy right away. Okay, should have almost enough, I believe. Plating is not really expensive. Alright, let's go forward. No! I need a bit more. I'm going to do that while I'm just waiting for the thing to happen. Okay, a bit more iron, please. Alright, good. Should have enough now. Don't I? Okay, so we've got half of it. And then I will try again to make this thing work. Alright. Done. I could also add one of these lights on the front. Might be possible to make it work. Okay, so I'm very, very slow. Can I actually do something about that? I don't really see what it is written down there. It's rolling. Okay, I think it's really a lack of power. Let us make one more of these. Generator, so it is 9, I think. Yes. And let's just... Alright, so we've got 2 packs. Do I want to go with more? Because it was looking like we had more. There. So we need 3 electronic parts and 1 plating. So the most expensive is electronic parts. Are we lacking stuff? Can we do 3? We're just lacking a little bit of silicon. I'm going to ask for 2. I'm going to ask for the plating. I cannot. So we're going to be required to exit and find a bit more things. So just eat and drink a bit. Hope we're going to be able to go a bit further. It is quite dark. I'm going to leave this lamp here. Should have just slept a bit. So with a bit of luck we'll find something of value around. Oh, wait a sec, where am I? What is this all? Don't even remember it. I've got something up there. It should be what we are looking for. It might be. Hopefully not. Okay. It's something I forgot because there was a little hole over there. And I've got probably enough component in there to be able to... Come on, to finish what we are doing. There is another... Okay, do we have... Okay, it seems to be a bit pissed. And I don't have any silicon here, do I? I'm poisoned. Why is that? And why is the guy just following me? No, he's not. Okay, so we might... Oh, a bit of iron. Nice. I don't have any silicon here, which is going to be an issue because I need some to do the electronic things, but... It's still handy. Might go a bit further and find some more. What is this? Biomass, okay. Oh, we've got something here. There are some rocks which are more generous than others. And it is often possible to see it from afar. There is some kind of different color of... Okay, nice, we've got a bit of silicon. Should be almost enough to allow us to do the second battery pack. I'm going to take it all just in case. Then we'll run back to the base. Okay, good. So the base is just over there. Let's try to avoid falling into this little area. I don't really know where it's going to lead me. And my jetpack is not powerful enough to help me out of it. Okay. We are back. So, and I've got 2 already, so I just need 1 more. And a bit of plating as well. Let's go for a bit more. This is always useful. Hopefully it will be enough. I believe maybe the vehicle is too heavy. I don't have the room. I don't have the room. Okay, so let's just drop a few seeds in there. I don't really need these. I'm going to drop the meat as well. Alright, let's get these plattings and let's just finish this little battery here. Maybe with 2, it might be sufficient to make this thing move. Okay, so now I just need to connect it maybe to the... Oh, maybe what I should... Do I need to actually power the cockpit? Is it necessary? No, it seems not. Just give it a bit more power here. I do have all the wheels. I think so. Let's just check if we've got more. Oh, it seems we are moving more. I'm moving strangely, but we are moving more. Why am I just rotating when I'm... Okay, these two are rolling in the same direction. Why am I not controlling the thing properly? I cannot... Very strange. Am I still lacking energy? I think I just need to add 2 more packs if I want this thing to go quickly. I'm going to maybe go for it, even though it seems to be pretty unnecessary for now. Okay, let's just make one of these here and another one here, like that. And I don't have enough frames. Come on, buddy. You know what? We are going to sleep a bit because it is too dark. We'll get a beautiful blue sky for us tomorrow. And done. Okay, it's time. We'll just put the light off. Alright. And come on. Do not have any... I'm pretty sure if I go that way I'm just going to fall into the hole and it's going to be pretty unnecessary. We'll need to make a better ramp here. It's not going to exit properly. Why is this thing rotating? I think it's probably because of the weight, but... No, I don't want to go left. I'm trying to go straight toward things. Just try to go a bit... Alright, we are moving. Kind of. There might be something I'm not getting here. Maybe I should just, you know, I think there is something I should do is maybe the wheels which should probably not be moving. Slow speed. Maybe, let's see. What if I was going with slow speed? I'm going to try to go with fast speed just to see if it is doing something interesting. I have no idea. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, it seems we're advancing, kind of. Still not very concluding. Okay, I think we'll just try to deal with that next time. I'm going to think about how this thing is working, and I will just try to make it a bit better for the next video. Meanwhile, I still want to show you a bit of the landscape around, so we're going to climb this mountain. I might want to see if I can actually do the second jetpack, so we could just be a bit more efficient in our navigation here. So let's just take a look. So jetpack, well, it is just over there. So I've got the MK1, I want the MK2, so I need 4 electronic components and 3 ALM. So ALM is going to cost me a bit of silicon, and I can do only 2. Let's go with 3. What can I do with only 2? Got the suit battery, which is going to require 1 plus 1 electronic parts. It might be good. And the the multi-tool MK2. Okay, I think I'm going to go with a suit battery. It's relatively simple to do, but we are still going to lack... Do we have any... No, we don't, because we are lacking silicon. Okay, we are just going to go and explore a bit around. I want to show you one more enemy, because we've been only seeing deer-like creatures, and there is, I think, around here, another creature which is interesting as well. Just over there. These guys are a bit dreadful. Let's just take a look. Hey buddy. Hey there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die here. Because this guy is not nice. Going to kill me. Okay. Not good. And just not stick around, he's trying to kill me. I was trying first, but I'm too far. Need to be closer. And he's throwing rocks and stuff. Come on, just not do that. Do not do that. I'm dying. I'm dead. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the third person view. I should definitely do that. Now that I'm completely dead. So when you die, you need to go back to your corpse to be able to recover what you've been losing. So let's just go to the last drop pod. I'm going to respawn. And then I will not try to kill this thing again. Okay, because it is not the right time and I don't have the right materials. And let's come back. Okay, let's just generate this world again. It seems to me this vehicle is a bit lower. I'm not sure, but it might be the case. There is a big printer on it. It seems to be the thing which is used to print the food. It is the same cockpit, but there is a little armor edge on the side. We've got two little lights on this one. And what do we have at the back? I don't really see well, but I think I can maybe see a few batteries just hidden behind the first wheel. I don't know what we're lacking. I'll need to take a look at it. Okay, this loading is quite long. Hope we are going to be able to get out of it. I should have not died, it was a bad idea here. I hope we are not going to crash, it would be stupid. Okay, so I crashed a little bit on the loading, so we are back, and look at that guy, he's just guarding the loot. What? Okay, we are just going to let it here for now, and I could just go... nah, we'll come back. And I want to show you a bit more of the world, so we are just going to go and run around a bit. We'll just get the car another time, because for now it seems to be unfunctional. I will just try to fix it in between. So let's just run over this hill. It's going to give us maybe a good view of where we are going to maybe go. And I should have taken maybe a bit of food. No, we're alright. We'll find things on the way, I believe. So just try to see if we can discover a new biome, because there is a bunch of biomes we might be able to. And I think if I was to head north, we could be maybe spotting at some point some kind of frozen land, maybe. But I need to find it first. Just try to keep climbing, we'll get a better view. It is a trip without return. I think I might die on this. I might stumble upon enemy which are going to be much more dangerous than one I can actually handle. I think I might have found these already yet, but as I died previously to some kind of huge beasts. But I might find worse. Got more of these deer-like creatures. Let's just keep going. Just run away just a bit further. What kind of stone is that? And I'm going to have enough energy yet. I will need to wait a bit. Right, it is. Nah, nothing of value. Let's keep going. There is so much vegetation. It's a huge green planet here. Okay, I'm going to try to avoid these deers. I would prefer not to be killed too quickly. Again, just going to... there is a stamina bar. It is quite discreet. If you just take a look at the energy bar, which is at the bottom left, it is just around it. You can run quite a bit, nonetheless. And this is going to reload quite fast as well, I believe. As we're going to get maybe more efficient suits, we'll find... oh, got things around here. We'll get more stamina and we'll be able to run further. I still need to aim for the north if I want to maybe find something of value here. I don't know how big this map this map is. I don't have a map either, but I believe at some point we'll get some kind of flying vehicle to just take a look around. Oh, wait a sec, it's oh, and there is something down there. Probably just iron. Does not take too much risks. It is very, very deep. I don't want to get stuck in there. We're traveling to explore a bit, not to get stuck in caves. There's plenty of caves, look at these. I believe I might find plenty of interesting things in the ground, but maybe also some kind of form of life which might be willing to kill me. Oh, but new things. What is this beast? And what is this tree or vegetation? Oh, look at it. Seems to be oh, aggressive. Let's get out of here. Not here to fight. Seems not to be very, very fast either. So do we have some kind of... It seems to me we are getting closer to the sea or something like that. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just the limit of vision. What do we have here? There's a huge cave again. Oh, seems to be more than a cave. Oh, it's pretty. Look at that. It is a very good place to establish a base, I believe. Look at how cool it is. It is really, really nice. This game is going to generate a map each time you are going to begin a new game. You will be able to use seeds and stuff if you want to maybe share a map with your friends. Oh, wait a second, this is probably not going to be friendly, isn't it? Oh, I don't think it's attacking because there is a music which is kicking when you've got combat incoming. Like this one. Maybe it was not friendly. Okay, I think at some point we'll need a boat if there is so much water. Makes sense. The plant is so green and filled with vegetation that there must be quite a bit of water. Let's just take a look. Let's just go a bit underwater just to see. Oh, we've got... Okay. Oh, look at the effect. It seems to me we are not really made to be swimming. We don't see so much. We are not really agile. We are not a swimmer. Got one more of these beasts. Hopefully they are not very, very fast. Oh, this one is probably good, but I cannot stick around too much. I've got beasts around, and I'm not sure we'll be able to reach any new biome with just no vehicle. I'm trying because why not, but it might be a task I cannot deal with. I'm just going to keep going. Look at these beautiful rocks. Okay, there is a bit of popping. I think I'm playing with max settings, so it might be why we had a little bit of a slowdown. As it is a game in early access, it might not be optimized yet. Oh, look at this. But, oh, I got lost. Oh, wait a sec. I want to fall in there. Oh. Be careful. Oh, what is this tree? Look at that. With little bugs around. And can I get these? Mango or something? Seems to be unlikely. Can I maybe get it with the jetpack? I can gather it. Wait a sec, I'm going to pick it up. I can gather it. I'm pretty sure I can gather it. I've been seeing that. Maybe I should just climb on the... Oh, okay. I can do it that way though. So I've got fruitage. So if you got the right trees, we might be able to wait for it to give you fruits and feed you. I'm probably lacking energy to do that. But oh, I felt so much. I'll just try not to feel more. Okay, still there. So we've got things behind the water, it seems. There is a bunch of mounts around here. Can I see something? Okay, just enough. Oh, it's training, not cool. Okay, I'm still heading north. And it seems there is no temperature drop, it seems, but I'm probably exhausted. I've got a new little indicator down there, so I've got a leg injury, so I'm probably slower. Now we need to find medicine to fix me. It was what was the body thing about? If you broke a leg, you will notice it. Okay, still in. Maybe it's because I'm just evolving north. Oh, so we're going to reach the sea, which might mean that we are not going to be able to reach the great north. Nah, we won't. Oh, what is this? Oh, no, not in the water. Not in the water, please. Alright, good. Okay guys, I think we are going to reach our limit for today, guys. So I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And until next time, guys, have fun!